Hey guys, Smith here, and this is basically going to be a my thoughts and expectations of Thorpe Park for now and the upcoming years. Now, I'm not a big fan of Thorpe Park anymore. That's ever since I've been to Chesserton and Alton Towers. Uh, to me, I think Chesserton is a lot better than Thorpe Park. It's bigger and it's got more family orientated things to do in it, like better rides. It's not all fill rides. It's something for everyone. Thorpe Park is basically all fill rides. There's a tiny bit of kids rides in there, but from what I can make out, there's only two kids rides, which is the little dinky rides in the back area where platform 13 is. Actually, yeah, I think there's another ride in there as well. It's been there for years and years. I can't remember what it's called though. Um, and there's like a few family rides there. Well, there was Log of Sleep, but that's not there anymore. But I will get into that in a minute. Um, there is Storm Surge, which, to be fair, is not my cup of tea. It's basically go up, takes you half an hour to get up the lift hill, and you're basically going down and down and down, that sort of thing. It's like going down a plug hole half the time. I have seen a POV of it, so I know what to expect. Um, is that Storm Surge? Yeah, I believe it is. No, but the other one's Storm Surge, isn't it? It's the one just outside of the Walking Dead ride. Um, the other one, what was the other one called? The Rapids ride. I ain't been there for so long, and I haven't been on it for so long. I can't remember. Um, oh, they Roomba Rapids. I think it's called that. It used to be sponsored by Ribena. I think it's sponsored by someone else at the minute. Um, that was actually a fun one, and I heard a rumor that they're going to be making that one better, which is good. Um, I know they added they revamped a ride. It used to be extra ride. It used to be a really, really good ride. But they revamped it for the Walking Dead ride, which is essentially the same thing. The ride, from what I reckon, is the same thing. I know it's been out for over a year now. Um, but they have got a little walkthrough attraction at the end of it with no scare actors, no nothing, just walking through these corridors and stuff. And I'm guessing like the odd animatronic and that, but yeah. From what I hear, it's got mixed reviews, so I'm not really sure what to think of it really. Now, I heard that they're going to be closing down the I'm a Celebrity ride, the attraction, which is basically a walk-through attraction, and it was only open on like certain times and dates, which is weird, but in a way it makes sense because you get live actors in them ones. So yeah, unfortunately, I still haven't been on that one, mostly because I only go there for like scare attractions and things like Fright Nights, which I stopped going to because it got boring in the end. Um, So unfortunately, it might be closing soon. The I'm a Celebrity experience, but to be fair, I don't think it did that great really. Unfortunately, um, the um, the new ish ride, which they keep updating every year for some reason, Down Bound Ghost Train. It's not bad. It's okay. However, I do feel it was a little bit of a waste of the 20 odd million pounds they spent to get the ride in motion. Mostly because one, the VR sometimes works and it sometimes doesn't. Like sound sometimes works and doesn't. Sometimes the visuals are there, sometimes it's not. Um, the there's not much interaction with it. It's more like running places and things, um, and it's done in a way where the monster runs between your legs, and all of a sudden you feel hands on your knees. It's basically the staff of Levi doing that. It's like they haven't got the little, like, you know, in them 4D simulators, every time something brushes past your legs, you get these little tassel things that do it, but they use like stage hands to do it this time. So yeah, they could have used better techniques for that sort of thing. The updated version was kind of alright. It wasn't as good as the first version though. So there you go. Even though they extended the ending of it, where you walk out, they added like another room, like a fake photo booth room where you get your photos from. That was neat. I quite liked that bit. But yeah, it was a bit of a waste of money, and I feel like it's going to die out before long. Now let's get on to Log of Sleep, shall we? The meat of the video. Log of Sleep is one of my favourites there. It was one of my favourites. It's been out of commission for many years. As long as I can remember, it's been out of commission. Yeah. I think the last time I've been on it was 2015. I'd like to say, I'm not quite sure, 2014, 2015, I can't quite remember. Unfortunately, yeah, it's been out of commission. They basically closed it down. They used some of their queue lines for the extended queue line of 13, not 13, platform 13, there you go. So it's decent use of the queue line for another attraction at Halloween, but I have seen a video of it, of someone exploring the entire layout, and it's basically all smothered in leaves. It is unkept, unclean. The actual water around it is swampy, it's dirty, and the inside the interior bits is because it's a mess. They left their left their like models, their animatronic thingies out to rot, to decay. All the fiberglass is falling apart on them. It's not pretty anymore. It's like I either do something or not. However, I did actually hear that they're gonna get rid of it altogether, which is unfortunate because I really thought that they was gonna revamp that ride, but I think with all the other projects they got underway, they're gonna have to get rid of it because I think they're gonna go through and get rid of it altogether. Because I don't see that ride recovering anytime soon, which is highly unfortunate. I with the like the major fill rides, they're alright. The only problem is it's got too many fill rides. It's a bit like Colossus. I think Colossus has basically had enough, because Colossus has been there almost since the park opened, and you can hear it just clanging and clanging all the time now. It's starting to show its age. The maintenance isn't that great on it, as I don't think people's bothering to maintain it properly, even though it's still running to this day. So they're doing something right. But unfortunately, I don't think it should be going anymore, even though it's like a central point of the park. But I think they need to replace it, to be honest with you. They need to replace it with something else, something that can pull in the punters a bit more. Swarm, yeah, that's still good. Saw the ride, yeah, that's another one that's still good. I think they should scrap the Saw maze, the Saw Alive maze, because that's getting outdated now. It's getting a bit outdated. They probably still have a sponsorship to keep it up and running, but I think they should get rid of it and have another scare attraction there. I'll just like get rid of the boat. It's actually on a big boat, which I didn't know. I thought it was like a deck that they just built onto, but turned out it was a boat. And yeah, I didn't know that, to be honest. Um, what else? What else? I think there's like a few more things. It's like the flat rides, they're alright. It's like the flat rides are decent because they're like enclosed areas, that sort of thing. So that's not bad. Um, Stealth, yeah, they can keep that because that's doing pretty good as well. Flying Fish, yeah, it's a little cute ride, so it's good for the kids. And they got their little water park area, which is practically nothing. It's nothing to be fussed over the water park bit. Um, I do remember them having a bit where that bay section was, where the water, the seaside section was. They actually had the clown, the big top haunted house maze there, but they moved it to the other side, which was unfortunate because it actually looked quite good there where it was before, but unfortunately they removed it. Now, I actually heard a rumor. To be honest with you, yes, I think it is true because I think I've seen the blueprint somewhere. Thorpe Park has another plot of land near. If you go where the swarm is, and you go to the furthest part where there's like water around you, and you look out and you look to your left, there is. I think there's like a block of land there. I think they're gonna put another roller coaster there. I mean, I'm not quite sure what it's gonna be like, but I overheard um, from people and people from the Theme Park Global group that there might be a roller coaster there, and yeah, it'll be a good use of space. They could turn it into another land or something if it's big enough. Depends how big the coaster is, really. If it's going to be a small roller coaster, then yeah, they could definitely turn it into another land, have a bridge leading over to it, and it'll be a good extension to the park. um let's see, what else is there to talk about. I know there's a few other things. Let me talk about the Horror Nights things that I wanted to talk about. Their Horror Nights, they need improving, a lot of improvements for the Halloween Horror Nights. The lines, they definitely need sorting out. They don't need to do two voiceovers for the warnings and things like that at the beginning of the attractions, because you only need to say that once. Um, Scare actors, they're alright, but they could do a little bit better. And it just, the nights get long and painful on them Fright nights because your feet are aching, and I know the park's open until 10 rather than 7 or 6. But yeah, your feet basically are dead. Your feet don't work anymore by the end of it, and you're just waiting on your feet all the time. They need to do stuff to prevent that sort of thing. Hopefully, make their fast passes cheaper, um, and have a good old sort out. The two other mazes, not last year but the year before, they was alright. Could do with improving, but they was new at the time. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember what they had last year because I didn't go, and I'm gonna find out and see what they got on for this year. But I'm not gonna bother going to Thorpe Park this year, unless I do a token collect or something to get free tickets. I'm probably not gonna bother. Um, yeah, so Thorpe Park definitely needs some improvements on all sides. They need to sort out log asleep, either get rid of it or don't. They need to um, sort out the staff, make the staff a little bit happier at least. Because at Chesterton, the staff staff is a lot more better at Chesterton than Thorpe Park. It's probably, I know it's probably due to the area, because like Thorpe Park's in, I guess, outskirts of London, and um, Chesterton's in Surrey, I believe. You know, people are nicer in Surrey. That's the thing. Um, yeah, I think I've said enough on this. About a 15-minute video. This rant went on for far too long. Yeah, I believe I basically said everything about it. I know Thorpe Park's gonna survive, but it's not the best park in the UK. And at the minute, I'm still waiting to hear from any information from the new theme park we're getting. However, hopefully, fingers crossed, the parks, that new park's still gonna get built, and we hopefully gonna get news about it soon. Um, so yeah, it's been my little video for Thorpe Park. I'm gonna upload this as soon as I can. I was gonna do a live stream of reading comments, but it's a bit late in the evening at the minute, and I guess I need to get this video out. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.